Now I'm going to teach you guys how to find the roots of polynomial functions using synthetic division and quadratic formula. All right, looking at our first example, we're going to find the roots of x cubed minus 3x squared minus x plus 3. First thing we need to do is apply the fundamental theorem of algebra. That simply says whatever your highest degree is how many roots you're going to have. So in our final answer, we're going to have 3 roots because my highest degree is 3. First thing we need to do is pick a root to get started with. So go ahead and go to desmos.com and this should pop up. First thing you're going to do is click on the graphing calculator. If your keyboard doesn't automatically pop up, click on that icon on the bottom left and then a keyboard should pop up for you. So we're now going to type in that function, which was x cubed. In order to press x cubed, you're going to press this button x and then press this so you can have an exponent. And then you'll type in the 3. Make sure you press the right arrow to get out of the exponent before you type in the rest of the function. So, of course, the subtraction sign, 3 again, and then you're going to press x again, press this for the squared, and then your subtraction sign again, press x, and the plus sign, and then 3. And then afterwards, you should see this graph that pops up. Now, you can choose any root. In other words, x-intercepts, basically wherever the graph crosses the x-axis, all of those are your roots. Doesn't matter which one you pick. I'm just going to pick one of them, and I'm going to pick this one right here, which is -1. So that's going to be my first root I'm starting off with. All right, so now that I have my roots, I'm going to do synthetic division. So you put that root in the box, which in this case is -1, and just like what we did in the previous videos, you're going to bring down your first number, and then multiply and add straight down. Multiply, then add straight down. So -1 times 1 gives me -1. And then I'm going to add straight down. -3 plus -1 gives me -4. Now I'm multiplying the -4 times -1 to give me +4. Add straight down. -1 plus 4 gives me 3. Multiplying the 3 times -1 to give me -3. Add straight down. 3 plus -3 is 0. And by the way, your remainder will always be 0 because we already know it's a root that we have in that box. All right, so now I have my values for my A, B, and C to plug into the quadratic formula. So as you can see, my B is a -4. So when I plug into that quadratic formula, it's going to look like this, -4. And I know most of you guys make it positive. That's a good way to start. Plus or minus square root, -4 squared, minus 4 times, and remember my A is 1 and my C is 3. All over 2 times 1. Just like what we have always been doing, you'll type in everything that's under the square root into your calculator. And when you do that, you should get 4. So 4 will be under that square root. And I'm going to bring everything else straight down. My plus or minus sign, my +4, and then 2 times 1, which is 2. As you can see, the 4 under the square root is a perfect square. So the square root of 4 equals 2. So what I'm really looking at is 4 plus or minus 2 all over 2. So I'm going to go ahead and separate it into 2 separate fractions. I have one that's 4 plus 2 over 2 and 4 minus 2 over 2. All right, with the 4 plus 2 over 2, I'm really looking at 6 divided by 2, and that equals 3. So my root over here will be 3. And then I'm really looking at 2 divided by 2 over here, which is just 1. So my other root is 1. So my final answer will be x equals 3, x equals 1. And remember, when we were doing our synthetic division, this was our first root, -1. So that's going to be my third root. And that's it.